Yeah. Hey, yo, check this out. Stay Motivated Podcast, Season 2, Episode 26. Feature my bro, Albert Horne, the neighborhood hope dealer. Hey, you want to talk about helping people? You want to talk about giving back? Tune in. Albert Horne, one of the realest. Let's go. All right, y'all. Yeah. Check this out. Stay Motivated Podcast, Season 2, Episode 26. It's your host, your homie, your dog Terry, a.k.a. Tobin Frost, a.k.a. Young Denzel Washington, a.k.a. Mr. Pop That Champagne for my pain. I got a legend, OG. How else can I describe you? Businessman, a philanthropist, however you say it. Basically, I got a great guy on the podcast, Mr. Albert Hope Dilla Horne. Hey, man, go ahead, talk to him.
What it is.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Tell the people where to find you at on social media.
Man, you can find me on my Facebook page, Albert Horne. You can also at Forever Learning Youth Leadership Academy. You can find me on Instagram, Albert Horne Senior. Look your boy up. A lot of great things happening.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. So, for those of y'all that don't know, I know Albert from helping people. That's what he do best. He help homeless, he help kids, he help whoever. So, trust me, he really help. He really out here. He don't just, post stuff and talk about it. And we need to feed the children, and you know how people are. We need to do this. He actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Boots on the ground. So I guess let's start with where the passion came from.
Man, passion. Passion came from birth. It was given to me. But my grandma raised me, and she was passionate. So everything she did with love.
Right.
She helped so many people with nothing. She helped so many people with nothing. And one of the things I learned most about her is your name. You gotta keep your name good. Cause she would get stuff out of nothing. So that means her credit was good. But it wasn't in the books.
Right.
It wasn't Equifax and TransUnion and all those. It was a local market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she always gave, and she kept her name good. So the passion just was watching her and how she raised four of us. Stop her life to make sure our life continued.
Right.
So that's where the love came from.
Man, that's real right there, man. Since birth, the name, like keeping your name good, I think especially young people, they wild out so much. They were like, hey, this your name, man. Mm-hmm. Like this on you. Mm-hmm. They even caught myself, back in the day. I was like, man, I gotta chill out a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I gotta chill out a little bit. Like, I gotta rep this last name the right way.
Yes, sir.
So, man, that's deep. So to y'all out there that's listening or that wanna listen, keep your name good. We might have to turn that to a campaign.
Hey, keep
your
name
good campaign or something like that. So,
I like that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So just kind of tell everybody about your organization, how you got it started, what all you do, stuff like that, man.
The thing is, I have been thinking about this for quite some time. As a restaurant manager, I knew I was more than just a restaurant manager.
Right.
I was using other people's time for my time, because when I was in the business of restaurants, I saw a lot of people hurting. I saw a lot of people struggling. So my thing was, what can I do with the platform I had to help our young people? And it's really pretty much all been about young people.
Right.
So me being where I come from, the hood, grew up in the Boys and Girls Club era. Just being around the block a few times, watching things happen. I knew the mentors that mentored me, showed us a better way.
Right.
So I said, whenever I get an opportunity, I'm gonna open up a program. I want to make sure I give back to the community by educating our young people how they can be better.
Right.
So after 12 years of being a restaurant manager, I decided to leap. Now let me tell y'all something about leaping now.
Y'all better listen to this part.
Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you got all your I's dotted, T's crossed, because passion can make you do things that, you might not be quite ready for. And I'm not saying don't do it, but just make sure you prepare yourself before you do it.
Right.
So I decided to go ahead in 2016, put in my notice, and say I'm ready to start doing where my heart is leading me.
Right.
Which was open up a program to where I can, help the youth. So that's where Forever Learning Youth came about.
Man,
because I believe learning is forever.
It is.
So with
Perfect.
that,
Perfect name. It's definitely what I saw what you doing. I'm like, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, he doing this for real. And then I saw just the leadership you had with the kids. So I definitely salute that. Shout out to Designs by Shine for doing your logo.
Oh yeah.
For doing my logo too.
Yeah, we appreciate the love.
Yeah.
We
just had to throw that in there.
We look out for the folks who look out for us. So it's more work in the works. Trust and believe. We appreciate the Forever Learning Youth logo for sure. Designs by Shine. Shout out.
Yeah. Y'all heard it. I got a good question for you. What's the hardest or most challenging thing about leadership?
Man, let me tell you something. Leadership, I look at it like this. I see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Whew. So when you're leading, you gotta be willing to lead alone sometimes. You gotta be willing to, just step out there and know that other people may not support you.
Right.
So leadership, the toughest thing about it is knowing that you may be by yourself for a short stint until people see what you're doing.
That's deep. I always say leadership is, being a leader is not easy.
Nah, it's tough.
Because at some point, you got to hold people accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable.
Man, see, when
self-accountability
when people look at leadership, they for instance, when you stepping out and you trying to open up your own business, you got to be a leader in charge of that business.
Right.
So you can't just say, okay, I got my own business, I'm gonna get up at 8 o'clock. But if somebody was going on somebody's job, they tell you to be there at 6, you're gonna be there at 6. Ooh. So you got to learn how to lead yourself before you can definitely lead others.
Whew. That's true. And the old saying, you gotta learn how to follow before you learn how to lead.
I believe that, and it's all about who you're following.
All about who you follow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's one of the biggest challenges I've had with my organization, just trying to get people just to see the vision, but you can't get people to see the vision, not through your lens until you make your mark. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for me, the experience is humbling when you go out there and you feed homeless people in 15-degree weather, man. And then you give them coats and stuff, and it's like you feel good after you do it. You're like, yeah, I did something. I did something positive. And then when you go to your car and you drive home, you like, man, they still out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like, man, I gave them shoes and food and coats and covers and stuff. You like, well, where they gonna carry this stuff?
Man,
how they gonna carry all this stuff?
I'm gonna tell you what I've been thinking about, Mr. Motivation, is finding a way not to only help them with the goods, but find a way to teach them so they can come out of the situation that they're in.
That's key.
So if we can find a way to gather, some resources or some knowledge that we can show these people how to get out of the situation that they're in, while we help them, that'll be major.
Right.
So I'm definitely trying to look into something that we can put together to make that work.
Man, I had an idea. Well, it wasn't my idea. It's an idea I saw that I would steal. Well, they had, I can't remember what city it was, but the city paid the homeless people to like clean up their downtown area.
I seen that.
They started making a living. I was like, man, what if I put a proposal together? Not just me, but get me, you, a group of people, went to the mayor or whoever we need to go to, like, hey, of course it has to be like precise. It has to be like polished. But I think like, man, you never know. $10 an hour, a couple hours a day, they might be able to save up, get them a crib, and they out of the situation. Or it could go the other way. They make some money, and they spend it all on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
hey, I remember growing up, they had boarding houses. And boarding houses is where you had like an apartment building with, multiple rooms, and then you can rent the rooms out. Right. And that's what a lot of, homeless. So I was thinking something in that nature. They could take that money, somebody can have a building, and they can pay their way. Just one bedroom, everybody share the kitchen, everybody share the bathroom.
That's true.
At least you'll have, a roof over your head.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm with that. My boy Jet, shout out to Jason Jet. He told me about this. I can't remember who it was, but somebody had it was a tent, but they were like heated tents and cool tents. It was like some type of
they making those. I seen some on social media where they got those kind of opportunities coming up for homeless in certain areas.
Right. So, I'm like, I'm trying to think of all the ideas to come up with, but I'm trying not to get ahead of myself with trying to do too much. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to balance and make sure it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's good stuff, though. I mean, but the heart is where it starts.
True that.
Just want to put the ideas on paper.
True that.
And being able to go out and help people, man. That's bottom line. That's how you get what you want by helping somebody else get solve problems.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I'm with that. So what's next up?
What's next up?
What's next up?
Man, right now I got we got after school going on. Well, we working with the kids every day doing homework. We reading to them, they reading to us. We're making sure they writing. Just going on trips throughout the year. Just keep my hands in the pot with the kids.
Right.
I'm definitely a board member of the Black Child Development Institute. Shout out to the Black Child Development Institute, Charlotte, where we do a lot of movement in the schoolhouses, early childhood care facilities, building literacy programs, family enrichment programs.
That's key.
So just trying to stay plugged in. Just again, try not to overdo it, because I've been in a position where I've didn't have any time for me or the family, because I put myself in a lot of different
what you
places. But trying to pick and choose my battles, and just keeping this hope alive.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Man, I think one of the things I've witnessed is this is my experience from tutoring this young kid, right? I like the kid, funny kid, good kid, but one of his teachers told me, like, hey, I know you got something going on at home, but when you're at school, I need you to do this, and that. And I'm like, I don't think she realized school is his outlet. Because when he go home, he's in chaos.
Oh, another world.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kid is going to focus on the homework and education when they come home to a chaotic environment?
It's tough.
You know what I'm saying? pull a crab out of a bucket doing that.
Man, you got a lot of kids out there in those same type of situations, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. And teachers don't know how to teach those kind of kids. See, they thinking it's just a bad kid. But they not realizing the root of the problem.
Right.
They not understanding that it's deeper than just this kid coming to school and acting out. They might not realize before that kid got to school that morning, he just got cussed out.
For no reason.
That's right. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to ask the right questions to get the right answers to be able to help those kids that's going through that.
Man, I remember one of the kids I was mentoring, his teacher asked him why he was late. Now, keep in mind, he's 9, 10, 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why were you late to school? Because I had to put my socks in the oven to dry them. She's like, why would you put your socks in the oven to dry them? Because we don't have no washing machine. I had to hand wash them.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hand wash my socks every day. I'm like, whew.
See,
I mean, it's
people
man.
wouldn't even know I lived that life. I've been there.
Crazy.
I know exactly what that kid going through. That exact statement I done had to do. Maybe I wasn't late to school, but had to put the socks in front of the oven, let the oven dry 'em. Yeah, so I walk that path. So when I hear kids and they talking about that kind of lifestyle, I understand it totally.
Right.
Coming home, no lights. You know,
water might be cut off.
Water might be cut off. You know, cooking pinto beans on the kerosene heater.
Boy,
yeah.
I tell you.
Yeah, I went to 5 different elementary schools. See, people don't understand the movement.
Yeah.
But the good in it, I learned how to adapt. See, it's a blessing in every opportunity.
Right.
So I learned how to adapt to multiple situations because it seemed like every year I was adapting to a different situation. So when you talk about where the passion comes from,
that's where it comes from.
It's a lifelong story that comes with
that's
that
why
passion.
I can tell you so polished with the kids. You know what I mean? They just the kids that I met, the respect factor is there. They seem encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So even if they got something going on at home, they know when they see Mr. Horne after school, you gonna take care of them. You know what I mean?
Learning doesn't end after school lets out.
And that's gangster.
And that's what I tell them. You know, you come in, you got to learn something every day.
Right.
You got to learn something every day.
Man,
what did you learn today?
Right.
You know, and make them repeat to me what they learned today to ensure that it's stuck.
Right.
You know.
Ask that question every day.
What you learn? It's a natural. I ask adults that.
You know what? It's funny you say that. 'Cause my mom used to, even when we were teenagers, after we graduated high school, what you learn in church today? You go to church, what you learn?
Mm-hmm.
Ma, go on here, Ma.
Yeah.
Ma, what you talking about? Ma? What did you learn?
Mm-hmm.
And you start thinking, you like, it sound like the preacher was talking directly to me.
But he done talked directly to me plenty of Sundays.
I'm serious. I used to sit in there like, did somebody tell him what I was going through? He talking right to me, directly to me and nobody else. That's how you feel.
That's when I learned God was real.
Right.
When I felt like the preacher was talking directly to me, that's when I learned God was real.
Like, boy,
Yeah.
he hit the nail on the head.
That's right.
And especially like when you go through stuff at work, you know what I mean? When you work and you hate your job and you just feel like it's a never-ending cycle, and you just hear that key phrase, you like, dang, like this is what I needed to hear. And then not even if it's church, it's like, you know what I mean? You come home to your woman or you talk to your parents or your friends, and they just say something encouraging. You like, damn, like I needed to hear
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on
I
time.
needed to hear that. I done came home for like, yo, man, I don't even, I don't even know where to go from here. Like, I can't do this, and then, you hear some encouraging words, and you bounce right back.
Yeah.
All right, boom, back in the game.
See, but here's the thing about being a man, though. See, most most people think just because you're a man, you're not supposed to get down. You're not supposed to have emotions.
Man, look here.
You're not supposed to show your emotions.
Right.
You're supposed to just ball it all in and just keep pushing.
Suck it up.
Yeah.
You a man.
Yeah.
You a man. You deal with it.
But let me be the first one to tell you, that's probably why we're having some of the issues that we're having in our world today, because men don't want to release the emotions that they have to be able to see. When you release it, now you're able to work on it.
Right.
See, when you got it bottled in, you know,
And it come out.
don't nobody know.
Whew.
Don't nobody know.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's right. So you
Goku!
hey, absolutely. Yeah, that kind of thing. So you have to be willing to let your emotions out, and that way you can improve on them.
Man, I think I heard Ayanla say the same thing. Mm-hmm. We might have called you
Hey,
fix my life. Fix my life forever.
hey, see, but that's the hope side of me.
Right.
You know, when you came around me, you're gonna have some hope.
Right.
You know, that's the hope side of me. You know, just trying to make sure that everybody that I can, you know, put my hands on, you know, get an opportunity to grow.
Right.
You know, and know that is a better life out there for them.
True.
Yes, sir.
True that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she said she talked about the R. Kelly thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what she said was so real. Somebody asked her, like, would you ever help R. Kelly? And she said, he's not ready for me. Mm-hmm. And they were like why? She was like,
she too honest.
Yeah, she was like, he's not ready for me. He wants to. She said some of R. Kelly people reached out to her and like he wants to meet in his setting, his comfort zone, on his time. And she's like, Ayanla don't do that.
Nah.
she said
she played by her own rules.
She said, I don't work on nobody else's time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was like, first he's gonna deny it, and she said I can't work with nobody that's not ready to deal with the truth. So we got a lot of that in our community. A lot of it.
Man.
Like, yo. Like, I be seeing some stuff, especially on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I be like, should I get this person on the podcast? I be like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna feel like I'm attacking them.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff. Like, I see stuff about black men versus black women all the time.
Okay.
I'm like, wow. Why is it a war between black men and black women? Who got the most money? Who popular? Who lame? I'm like, what y'all doing?
Man, that's horrible.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh,
that's
the problem.
I can't play those games.
Right.
I
won't even.
Yeah, I can't entertain that kind of stuff, man. I'm more of a genuine person. You know, I go off vibe a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if your vibe is good, I can feel it. If it's negative, I can feel it.
Right.
So, you know, I dig on the vibe level. And if we ain't vibing, we probably won't, you know, won't do a lot together.
Like, I'm the type, like, I could be around people I don't really rock with.
I can do that.
I can carry on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the good balance that I have is, like, my girl, she ain't like that.
Mm-hmm.
She don't rock with you. She ain't rocking with you.
Yeah. Hey, let's go.
There ain't no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the opposite. I can carry on
Okay.
a conversation and keep things.
Yeah, culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that.
I
can do that.
She ain't.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. the wife that way, too.
Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife
See
that
y'all,
way,
man.
too.
We out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get that might be with me and my wife. We both Capricorns, but you know she go about it a little bit tougher. You know, I'm more mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more mellow with it.
We're probably about the same.
Yeah.
Keep it cool. Keep it chill.
Mm-hmm.
Get through it. Sure.
Just know how far to go with it.
Right. Yeah. Get to a certain point. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later, man. We out.
Man.
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But man, we got some stuff coming up. We gotta holler at you about. See if you know what I'm saying. Want to partner up. got the coat drive coming up. I gotta get some details on that.
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to link up and do that.
Got a few coats for you.
My man.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got our Christmas toy drives coming up.
Okay.
We got one of them locked in already.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get the second one locked in. So, yeah, man.
I got the people hit me up, ask me if
Showtime.
I know kids need some toys.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, before we end this, last year we did our drive. Didn't turn out the way we wanted to. We still got some toys though. You know, my mom, my sisters and them, friends and stuff,
They come through.
they came through and, you know what I'm saying, did the thing for us. And it was I wanna say Christmas Eve. Wait, was it Christmas Eve? I think it was the day before Christmas. We got all them requests. I'm talking about, it was a family of, like a single mother with like 6 kids. Then it was, my homegirl hit me up, had a dude that had like 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else hit me up, need somebody that had 2 kids. All of a sudden, I mean, we had a house full of toys. I'm talking about this whole area by the fireplace and stuff. Man, it was loaded. So we had the toys.
Mm-hmm.
We had the toys, and we was able to work it out for them.
Okay.
Yeah, we was able to
Came
work it
through
out.
for the
Came
people.
through.
Yeah.
But one thing I do realize, what our people what we gotta stop is if we have drives and we giving stuff out for free.
Stop being choices.
Man, stop feeling like it's shameful for you to come get something
Okay,
for free.
I got you. Yeah, I got
and
you.
then they hit you up afterwards. Hey, you still got this left? You still got some book bags?
Mm-hmm.
You still got some food?
Yeah.
Man, come get it.
Hey.
The organization's provided. I'm not providing out my
That's right.
pocket. I ain't got it.
Yeah.
I don't got it like that. The organization provided. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, come get it.
Man, that's big time right there.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
our people, we so hung up and trying to act like we already got it.
They want you want to act like you got more than what you have. You know that's what social media have done to a lot of folk. You know you putting yourself on a pedestal that you hadn't even made yet.
True.
You know, so now don't think that you can't imagine being on the pedestal, because you know you got to imagine yourself greater
Right.
than what you are, but at the same time, you know, don't overplay it.
Right.
You know, don't be somebody that you're not. You know, dream it, because if you don't see yourself there, you'll never get there.
Ever.
So you have to see yourself there. But if you it's ways to go about doing it. You know, it's definitely ways to go about doing it.
Right.
So that's what's up, man.
Yeah. That's what we got going on, man. So
All right. Coat drive, I got some coats for you. We still got the food pantry. You know, Forever Learning Youth, the neighborhood hope dealer. You know, we do the food pantry. Well, you know, we give away free food, man. We give away free clothes.
y'all
we give away free books.
Playing around.
You know, we in the community, man, just doing what we got to do, man.
Hope dealer.
Yeah,
I love it.
And it came out of nowhere. You know, it was just like I say, it was just a dream and a passion. You know, and we took the first step.
Right.
You know, you can't be great until you take the first step.
True that.
You know,
That's real.
You got to take the first step. You know,
Got to.
You're not gonna know what you're doing. You're not gonna have no clue. But once you actually start doing it, the clues will start falling in line.
Yes, sir.
Everything you need will take place. But before you end, I'll be remiss if I don't throw in a little something about finances.
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is what people need to hear.
Being licensed, a licensed producer in the financial industry, the largest, the most highly regulated industry in America is the financial service industry. So know if anybody's dealing in the financial service industry, they're regulated by tons of laws. Let's make sure we get that out there. It ain't no game. It's serious business, because people work hard for their money,
Right.
and you don't want to play with people's money.
You sure don't.
So just know, if you get a license in this field, you went through everything you had to do to get that done.
Right.
But let's talk about just a little bit about interest rates, how they work a little bit, real briefly. A lot of people save money in banks, and that's the traditional way to go about saving money.
Okay.
Now, the biggest thing about that is your money really only grows when you add money to it. That's the thing about banks.
Yeah.
Because your interest rate is 0 or less.
Right.
Somewhere about 0.5% that they give you on the money you save. And what I found out being in the industry is that investing is the way to go. Now, when I was a little whippersnapper, somebody said investing to me, I kind of overlooked it because I didn't quite understand what it was.
Right.
I thought it took tons of money to be able to do it.
That's the thought process from the jump.
When
you
I ain't got no money.
Right. Ain't got it.
You know, I don't have enough money to be able to invest.
Right.
But the truth be told, there's companies out there that will allow you to start investing to get 8% on your money, 9% on your money at, $25 a month if that's all you got.
Right.
But it puts you in the same realm as the wealthy. So you can invest in the Walmarts of the world, the Apples of the world, the Victoria's Secrets of the world,
right.
And be able to get the same return that Warren Buffett would get, that Bill Gates would get. Because if they invested in it and it's 12%, you invested in it and it's 12%, y'all getting the same amount.
Right.
So when you're trying to save money, you want your interest rates high. But when you're buying, you want your interest rate low. Exactly. So that, I can go on and on about that, but I just wanted to kind of throw that in so we can know that, don't be afraid to invest your money.
Right.
Don't be afraid to put your money in a market because people say it goes up, it goes down. Yes, it does. You take risks regardless of what you do in life. When you get up in your car, get ready to go to work in the morning, you're taking a risk. You might not come home.
Right.
But do you want your money to grow despite of you? Or you want your money to grow because you got it somewhere that it can grow.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. I hope y'all took notes.
Yeah. And get you some life insurance. Make sure you get you some life insurance now.
Hey, I hope y'all took notes.
Get you some life insurance.
Kicking some real knowledge.
When you're looking at, if you're from Charlotte, if you're looking at Piedmont Court, if you're looking at Cherry, if you're looking at North Charlotte itself, you see everything change. You say the people coming back and buying out the community, know that they buying it out with that life insurance money that their grandma left them years ago. So when they pass away, they can go and do something major with it. And they're doing it major in our communities because we're not smart enough to be able to do it ourselves. Or we know too much to not want to listen to be able to learn how we can go about doing it. So yeah. Absolutely. Get you some life insurance.
That's a key thing. I can't remember who told me, but they were like, "What's happening is it could have been you." They like, "What's happening is you got like, for instance, let's use Asians for an example. You might have an Asian family. The grandpa, the grandma might be getting old. They'll take out a life insurance policy.
Oh, yeah. That probably was me.
Next thing you know, they took out a $200,000 life insurance policy. That person move on. Next thing you know, they sitting on $200,000.
That's what they do, man. They take the money and put it on the oldest person in the family, because the likelihood of them going first is probably true.
It's higher,
right?
Yeah.
So
the probability.
So when they pass, they know that, okay, I got $1 million. I'm a millionaire dead, but I know when I pass, my family gonna be able to
straight
come to America, buy out all the neighborhood stores, and be able to live good,
right,
for the rest of our lives,
right.
So that they leave wealth to their families because they understand the value of it.
Right.
So don't look at, life insurance as I had a lady tell me, are you trying to get rich off somebody's death? No, not really. But the house that they paying on. If you got two members in the household, a husband and a wife, let's say they both bring home $3,500 a month, right? So that's $7,000 a month coming to the house.
Right.
Right? One of them passed away. Now they've been paying bills with $7,000 a month. Now one of them passed away. Now there's only $3,500 coming in. What happens to the mortgage? What happens to the car payments? What happens to the debt that was left behind?
All on you.
It's left on that one person that's left behind. So do you want your family life to increase, decrease, or stay the same? Only way to do that is to make sure you leave something for your family.
Right.
So that's how
something like that might run you into the grave too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude,
so you say, oh, when I pass, my wife gonna take my money and go spend it on another dude. But guess what? If she ain't got no money, she gonna need another dude anyway. Yeah. Somebody gonna have to come in and help pay the bills.
Right.
But if you leave her something, she may not right away. She may not right away have to go find somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's just something to think about, man. And our people are ignorant in most cases,
right,
to how it really works.
Right.
And my job is to try to help people understand it, you know what I'm saying, based on how I understand it and see it. So yeah, get your finances together, financial house, holler at Albert Horne, neighborhood hope dealer.
Yes, sir.
He can help you out with that as well.
Hey, make sure y'all do that. He on social media. He in the streets. He everywhere. You can contact him. You can find him. So,
hey, put my number out there for you. My number is an open number, man. Call me, 704-345-8376.
Y'all heard that? 345-8376?
8376.
Hey, y'all heard it. So, man, that's a good way to end it.
Hey.
That's a good way to end it with some financial knowledge.
Hey, help somebody get on top.
Yes, sir. So, man, I appreciate you.
Hey, man, it was a blessing.
Well, I'll holler at y'all later. We out of here. Peace. What did you say? Peace to the Middle East?
Peace to the Middle East.